soul.
The nation immediately stood and took notice the moment they laid eyes on Whitney Houston back in 1985 when she debuted with the enormously successful single You Give Good Love, which was produced by Kashif. From that time, she's proved herself over and over again. She's proved that what she has to give is something very rare and special. Her first album still stands as the best-selling debut album of all time by a solo performer. Now, many of you remember when the nation was all abuzz about her feat in 1989. That was when her single, Where Do Broken Hearts Go?, set her apart as the only artist to achieve 7 consecutive #1 hits. With 2 Grammys, 11 American Music Awards, and even 2 Emmy Awards to her credit, she has now released her 3rd album called I'm Your Baby Tonight. And although her credits are absolutely glowing, she's one performer who really does not need an introduction, does she? Please welcome Whitney Houston to Video Soul.
Ain't that Belle? Hey, hey,
what's
how
up?
you doing?
All right, how are you?
Cool, I'm good.
How you doing?
I'm good. Look at you.
Good to see you too.
All
You
right.
look great.
Thank you.
You look so cute.
So do you, Donnie. I like that suit.
Do you?
That baby blue.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm gonna hook you up with my man, Everett Hall. He does women too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. That's great.
You are looking too good. I'm
Thanks.
so glad to have you here. Last time I had you on Video Soul.
Do you remember that?
Do I? That was when You Give Good Love was only like 2 or 3 weeks old. It
That's
wasn't
right.
even a hit at that
That's
point.
right. That's right.
And you were so excited. You were behind the
Yeah, I
cameras.
was working the camera.
Yeah. It's like this was
I
all new
remember
to
that.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they have to pay you big money to get you behind the camera, wouldn't they?
That's right.
Oh, I love it. So you're out on tour right now.
Yeah, yeah. We got the I'm Your Baby Tonight tour going, as you can tell from my voice, right?
That was a little raw.
Oh, yeah, you know, if you're singing constantly, you know, 3-4 times a week, you know, the chords say, well, I'm tired today. I don't want to do certain things, you know, so, yeah. But I'm having
So,
fun.
how do you get over that? I mean, when is
Well,
your
you know
next
what? You
performance?
don't get over it. You know, my singing voice, it was better than my speaking voice. Speaking is more harmful to you as a singer than actual singing.
Is that right?
That's right. That's right. So lots of rest, lots of tea and honey,
Yeah.
and, you know, constantly sucking on cough drops.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I had no idea that they were actually 2 different voices. I assumed that it was one and the same.
Oh,
But
no,
it's-
Donnie.
The speaking voice is totally different from
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're nursing that. Hopefully, when is your
Yeah.
next show?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
But as long as you sing on stage and not talk, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. If I just sing and don't talk, I'll be fine.
Yeah. So will it be like that throughout the whole tour? I mean, whenever you go out on tour, do you have that problem?
Yeah, it does happen. You know, it's the hazard of my job. You
Yeah.
know, singing constantly, it'll make you hoarse.
Yeah.
But like I said, the voice, the chords would rather sing than talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they love to sing. They love to, you know, massage each other and make that tone.
Right.
But the talking is more strenuous on the voice than
Yeah.
the actual singing. Yeah.
Are you still very excited when you go out on the road?
Oh, yeah.
Is,
yeah.
is that the highlight of what you do? I mean, is that your favorite part of, I mean, as opposed to
me,
being
it
in the
is.
studio? Or
For me, it is, because it's live, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to, you know, meet people and look at their faces and actually, you know, that energy, there's nothing like it to be on stage
Mm-hmm.
and perform, and the hype and the whole thing is great. A lot of energy going on there.
You know, you've been doing this for since '85, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's you were doing it before
Touring.
that.
Yeah.
But you've been touring since
Yeah,
'85,
yeah.
and it hasn't lost any of its magic, not at all.
No, it really hasn't. Not for me.
It never becomes
Because-
work.
No, it does become work. I mean, when you get on that stage, you know that you're about to work. You do know that. But if you love what you do, you enjoy it. If you still enjoy it, then it's fun. You know, if you don't, you should stay home
And the
because
people
it's
will-
work.
Yeah, and the people will know it if you don't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and will let you know that they know it.
Don't they? That's right. They will. They read you. They will. They will. Yeah.
Have you
People
been
don't
ready?
want nothing tired. They don't come. They see you tired. They come to see you give them a show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Have you had some embarrassing moments on stage?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
On stage, none that I can think of, but I remember an embarrassing moment when I was doing a show early in my career. I was on the Mike Douglas show, and I was singing How Will I Know, and I was just, how will I know it? Everything, and I had this top on, right, and the strap was coming down, and the guys in the front, what were going? Eyes got really big, and I was wondering, why are those guys looking at me like that? my strap had come down here and was like halfway to here.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
the girl was going, and I turned around, I was still saying, oh, where am I? I was putting on my strap. And that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing because it almost happened.
Yeah, on television, no less. Everyone would have seen it.
That's right. Nationwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one particular concert that you've had through the years that really stands out in your mind?
Oh, God, Donnie, I've done so many.
Yeah.
Ooh. When my mom comes to the show, it's always special. If she and I sing together. You know, we did one show in London. I remember when she was there, and we did a gospel song together. That's always special for me to sing with my mom. You know? Yeah.
Which song was it?
It was He I Believe, actually. We did it on the Mandela Show also.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
We're going to look at a video. We got you for the whole 2 hours. So,
Yeah, he is.
2 hours of
Yeah.
Whitney Houston today.
Cool.
She's my co-host. She's going to introduce some videos, but I guess
Yeah.
the first one is up to me to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Donnie's going to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's done by Pretty... Have you seen Pretty in Pink?
Yes, the movie?
No, not the movie. This is new group. I'm glad they gave this one to me. Here's Pretty in Pink from the Brat Pack. This is Shaka Khan's.
Is it?
This is Shaka Khan's daughter at her group.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
thought they were called something else. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink, yeah.
Check 'em out.
Here we go.
Michael Jones, because he's touching
I'm
my
Donnie Simpson, along with my co-hostess, Whitney Houston. I think I said co-host earlier, or did I?
I don't know. But co-hostess sounds good.
Co-hostess.
Tess, yeah.
So you're out on the road right now. How long
I'm
will
on
you
the
be on
road.
tour?
Ooh, Donnie,
Uh-oh,
I
too
have
long.
been on tour since like February, let's say, because we started rehearsing for like February, March, and then I went out in April. So I've been April, May, June, July, and going through August. Then I stop for a minute, and then I go to Europe for a month.
Wow, I couldn't do that.
Sure you could.
No, I couldn't for 2 reasons. First of all, I can't sing.
Well, see,
I
let's
don't need
talk about
number
that.
2. Yeah, I know you
No.
don't need number 2.
No, I mean, this is, you know, I couldn't do this.
Oh, yes, you could. You
Nah.
do this very well.
No, this is too confined. You guys, you got to have a talent to do this, too.
No, I don't know.
Sure.
You just
Yeah.
gotta smile a lot. That's all.
No, you have to have intelligence, and you have to be bright and charming, such as yourself. Really.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm all of that.
people just don't watch you because you're cute.
I know that's true.
No, I mean, you know, you give people something
you're
to look
so sweet.
forward to.
You're very sweet.
Thank you.
I actually get you to come on every day and just do the introduction of me. That'd be real nice. We've seen you lately with Bobby Brown
You
in all the
have?
tabloids. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We got you and Bobby as lovers.
really?
Yeah. I read
Child.
it, so I know it's true because I saw it in the National Enquirer.
And you know you can believe everything they write, right?
Everything.
Everything. 'cause
I
it's
saw it written.
true.
You want to address that?
So what are you asking me, Johnny?
I'm asking you, is it true what I read? Are you and Bobby
No,
lovers?
it's not true what you read,
Okay.
but it's true that we are dating, and we're very, very close.
Oh, okay. How long has that been?
Well, you know, Bobby and I have known each other for about 3 or 4 years, but we started dating heavily in the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know where to take it.
3 years. Yeah, about 3 years, yeah.
God, I remember I was at your birthday party, as a matter of
That's
fact,
right.
at your house, and
That's
Bobby
right.
was there.
That's where I just met Bobby, really got to know him.
Really?
At the party, that's right. And that was, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
This is amazing. You never know what's going on, do you?
You never
Behind the
know,
scenes,
do
it's
you,
like-
see? See, if you mind your business, then you have your,
I was
you know.
minding my business.
No,
That's
not
why I
you.
didn't know.
No, you know, I'm talking about, you know, just people and everything. People write, you know, what
Yeah.
they want to write about your life and what you do. And then people ask me, like you, is it true you're lovers? And I'm supposed to say, yeah. No, I ain't supposed to say, yeah. Say we are friends and we're very close and we're dating, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Does that bother you? The tabloids and all the things that are written about you through the years?
Sure it does. You know, who wants to be, you know, read about and about some lie about yourself or some untruth, you know? But then again, it's funny to me because I sit there and I read it and I go, wow, you know, they're really into me. I mean, like, you know, I must really make their life. You know, because I don't know what it does for your life. You know what I'm saying? Reading about somebody else's life and what they do and how they do it or whatever, you know. If it was going to make a dramatic change and make a big, grave difference in your life, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But people actually get off on that, you know.
They do.
They do. You know,
There's no
I say
question
get a
about
life
it.
and you find more time to deal with your own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the sales of the National Enquirer and Star Magazine. I mean,
should
people
be
want.
part owner.
You should.
They make a lot of money off of me. They do. They
But
do.
you know you've made it when you're the subject of so many
I guess
rumors
so.
and
I
different
guess
stories
so.
that they're...
That's the price you have to pay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a look at another video now. This is from Boys to Men, Michael
Boys to
Bivins'
Men,
act.
yeah.
You like them?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, this is a
They're
bad
cool.
jam.
Yeah, it is.
Motown Philly on video soul. At such a young age to already be in the same company as an Aretha Franklin. I mean, that has to blow you away. I mean, you know what your talents are,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, it has to be someone that you grew up admiring,
Yeah.
and now to be considered
Sure.
her equal.
Yeah. Ooh, don't tell her. Don't tell her. No, what really trips me out is that I knew Aretha personally growing up. You know, I was around her a lot when I was a little girl. So it really trips me out to, you know, become, you know, this, and then, you know, see her, like, work with her in the studio, you know, and actually stand there and sing with the Queen of Soul. You know, that's pretty deep, you know, and a thrill and an honor.
It wasn't
Sure.
intimidating at all?
At some points it was, you know, at some points it was, because I looked up to her, you know,
Yeah, right.
and, you know, to me she was like, you know, the ultimate, which she is, you know.
Right.
And to actually have to stand there, you know, and be her equal in a recording studio and record the record, you know, was like, wow, you know. Okay. Yeah, well, we got through it. I got by it. It's cool.
Have you had that experience with anyone else? Is there anyone else that you admire that much?
Stevie. Steveland. Yeah. But it was more, instead of the intimidation, it was more like, it was like a dream come true, you know. Steven and I had such a good time, and we got to be so close. And just to work with such a musical genius, you know, and to actually be his equal at that point in time. And, you know, it was just a trip. It was great, though. It was really great, an experience I'll never forget.
He's really something to watch in the studio, isn't he?
Stevie is like, you know, you can't imagine this man and his knowledge and what he knows, you know. It's amazing. It really is.
Do you think you'll do something with him in the future?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Who is it that you haven't worked with that you would like to?
Who would I like to work with? I always said it would be Michael Jackson at this point. I think he and I would probably create a lot of real magic, really. I mean, incredible magic.
Oh, there's no. Well, there was rumors about that like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, wasn't
Yeah.
there? That you guys were doing something together. Was it just rumor, or were there actually talks at that point?
We talked about it. You know, it's one of the things. Say, hey, Mike, let's do a record. Yeah, let's do a record. Okay. You know.
Right. And no one follows
Call
up.
me. Yeah, you know, but, you know, it just, things take time, because I'm sure there's things that he's doing now that he wants to do, you know, so
Yeah.
in the future.
So obviously it won't happen for his next album, which is coming out
No,
pretty soon.
I don't think so. He hasn't
Yeah.
called me. I don't think so, but I can wait, you know.
Yeah. What about with Bobby?
I would love to do something now. You know, that's another person I would love to do something with. Bobby and I think would be explosive. I think would be explosive. As a matter of fact, I wanted to do a duet with Bobby about a year ago for this album, but that didn't work out either. So
You know, maybe you've become the intimidator, Whitney. They're like, you got
think
Michael Jackson
so?
and Bobby Brown scared to call you. They're going, she ain't gonna do it. She won't. I see Michael's picking up the phone now going, no, she's not gonna do it. And he just hangs up.
you're crazy. You're crazy. But yeah, Bobby and I would probably be a lot better than Michael and I. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got some real experiences
some
to draw
real magic
from.
going on
yeah,
there.
Right, got some real magic.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Is Bobby working on his album now?
Yes, he is. Bobby's working on his album now. He's gonna kick.
Is that right?
He's gonna kick, yeah.
When is he planning on
Definitely.
dropping it?
He says August, but I think it's gonna be a little later than that. Yeah.
Later this year or maybe
Yeah,
even next year?
later this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Bobby's kicking.
Yeah, he's bad. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
He shocked the world, didn't he?
Yeah, he
I mean,
did.
after he had that one-hit Girlfriend, and the rest of the album didn't do anything.
Right.
And
right.
I know he was saying he thought it was like over for him. And then to come back like, what a business.
Don't be cruel, man. Isn't that something? Isn't that something just like that? Get the right concept, right image, work them.
All right, well, you're supposed to introduce the next video.
Yes. Next video is Sounds of Blackness. We like this, don't we?
Oh, we love this.
We love this because this is gospel-oriented, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did it. It's called Optimistic.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross on video. So when I first heard his album, I didn't catch that cut. You know what I mean? It was just there. It didn't really grab me. But now it's like, that's my favorite
Love that,
record.
don't you?
Oh, love it. Love it. Have you heard his whole album?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, what do you think?
I love Luther. I love Luther, though.
Yeah.
Luther could sing Yankee Doodle Dandy, and it'd be cool with me.
I'd buy a copy.
I'd buy it, too.
Anything he wants
that
to
man
sing.
knows he can sing.
I'm telling you.
Yes, he can.
I was out I run every morning, and the other morning I was running the Luther, the best of Luther.
Yes.
And I mean, it's not like I didn't know this all the time, but it just hit me. I guess in the quiet of the morning at 4:30, it's like, this man can sing. God,
yes.
He's ridiculous.
You find yourself saying that, as you're listening to him, Lord, he can sing.
Right. And it's not like you didn't know it when you first heard him 10 years ago.
No,
it's just that you're more amazed every time you hear him.
Absolutely. Yeah, Luther's incredible. He really is. Very gifted young man.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who else is out there that you like?
Ooh, I like Leela Hathaway.
Mm.
I like Leela. Yes.
Why? What is it about her that you like?
She's got a rich voice.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of her father's.
Mm-hmm.
I love her daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I
He was special.
in love with her father. Who else do I like? Who else I like? Well, I listen to a lot of gospel, commissioned, BBCC, I like a lot of gospel music.
They're real good friends of yours, aren't they? BB and CC.
I love BB and CC. Yes, we're like family. We're more than friends. We're like family.
Right.
But yeah.
They have a good album out. Just came out.
They have a great album.
Right.
Have a great album.
Addictive Love looks like it's going to be another hit for them.
Yeah, I hope so.
The first single.
It is looking good. Looking good. They got a great album.
Now, you had that one thing that you did with them, was it
Hold Up the Light.
Hold Up the Light,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, that was fun. We had so much fun. I have never, ever had a recording session and had so much fun and just did spontaneous, just recording. We just walked in the studio and, put the tape up, and we did about maybe a good 4 or 5 takes. We were jamming. We had so much fun. And it was the first time that BBCC and I had really sang together. We'd always played and sang together, but to actually seriously sing it, it was incredible.
And then you went out, you did a lot of their dates with them, didn't you? I mean, you became like a background vocalist for them.
I was loving it.
I know, they were telling me they would see people in the audience all the time. They would be looking, pointing, at the third girl doing the background vocals, going, she looks just like Whitney Houston, but it can't be Whitney. And it was. Yes,
it was. It was that bond,
Yeah.
They come from the same place I come from, so it was like a natural connection, and to sing with them is incredible because the energy and the spirit that you get, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
We got to do another video. We're getting close to the end of the first hour. We have Tevin Campbell up. This is the first video to come from the new movie Boys in the Hood.
Oh, really?
This is, which we should talk about a little bit later.
Cool.
Just Ask Me To, Tevin Campbell. We're back with Video Soul. I'm Donnie Simpson, and we got another hour to go with the one and only Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
And I'm delighted to have you here today.
I'm glad to be here.
It's very special.
Yes.
Now, we were talking earlier about Boys in the Hood movie.
Yes.
You have not seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Yeah. It's very special. I got a chance to see it yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's just a great film. It's unfortunate that, right now it's being associated with so much violence, when actually it's an anti-violent movie. I mean, it's about peace.
Right. Well, maybe people really want to see it really bad, so they fighting to get in. I don't know.
I don't think that's the case.
Do you think that people actually come with the attitude of wanting to fight?
Well, a certain element, yeah, because
With that energy, really?
yeah, I mean, when you get some of the gangbangers coming through there, yeah.
Yeah, we should stay home.
Yeah.
Wait till it come on cable.
I know. It's really sad. But I think back, though, on New Jack City and the opening weekend it had. Remember, it had the small riot, really, in Westwood in California, and it survived that.
Right.
So I'm just hoping that this movie will, too.
Wasn't there the problem of the movies being put in certain cinemas and weren't being put in other cinemas? And this was I heard this was one of the issues, that the kids were kind of outraged because they weren't playing the movies in their neighborhoods. Right. So maybe that's like kind of what's all about.
That could have a lot to do with it, too.
Yeah, the anger, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a great film when you get a chance. I know you're on the road now, but really, it's one of the most touching movies I have ever seen. This young guy, I mean, 23 years old, to put together a film like this. He's brilliant.
I'm really proud of him. And I don't even know him, and I'm proud of him.
And you haven't even seen it, and you're proud of him.
And I'm proud of him because he's young and he's black and he's doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they did some big numbers. Opening weekend, they did $9.2 million.
My goodness.
So, it's very impressive.
Haven't we come a long way?
I'm telling you, we really have, haven't we? And we're moving on up. Do you have any interest in doing, at one point it was rumored, every time I ask you something, it's a rumor.
Nothing real.
But I read, all right, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
I had read that you were going to do film.
Yeah.
With your lover, Robert De Niro.
Donnie, you ain't right at all. This man is wrong. He's wrong. My lover, now you know that Robert De Niro is not my lover. It isn't, it wasn't, it ain't never gonna be.
Oh, boy.
Donnie is crazy.
I didn't write it. I just read it.
I know it. That's what really hurts me, Donnie, that you just read it.
But I didn't believe it. No, I just read it.
You know, there was talk of Robert and I doing a film together. As a matter of fact, there's still some talk about it. There's a picture that he was interested in having me do with him. We're still talking about it, you know. It's been about 2 years. It's one of those, let's do a film together, okay.
Just like the deal with Michael, huh? It's like, and you sit back and wait for the phone call.
Yeah, I don't wait for nothing. If we're going to do it, we'll do it. If we don't, we don't. Yeah. You know, it's like that. But I would love to do a film with Mr. De Niro. I think he's a brilliant actor. I do. But I am doing a movie with Kevin Costner in the fall.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that one about?
This one's about, it's called The Bodyguard. You know, he's a bodyguard, and I'm very famous and stuff, and, you know, it's a lot of action and a lot of suspense, and, you know, it's a really good film. I think you might like it.
You haven't started work on it yet?
No, after the tour.
You're very famous. Isn't that something?
I'm too famous for my own nerves. I really am.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the video. I know you haven't seen it in a while.
I haven't seen this video in a long time, so it's going to be really, really special.
You want to do the honors of introducing it?
It's me. It's me. So emotional. I keep forgetting this. Yeah.
That's a funky jam. Yeah.
There you go.
That is so bad. That's your new single.
Yeah.
It's looking well. It's only been out, what, 2 weeks maybe?
Yeah. It's been about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still watch your records as they climb the charts? Really? Why?
I don't know. I just don't.
Did you watch them at first?
I never did.
Really? Were you surprised at first when you got your first #1 record?
It didn't hit me until like the 4th #1 in.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was on tour. Everything was happening so fast. Things were happening, and I was like, you know, I just remember being very thankful.
Yeah.
You know, like every time you say, oh, you forget when it was, I say, thank you, Jesus. I would say, thank you, Lord, you know, thank you. Yeah. But it really did not hit me until like the 4th song in. I said, wow, you got about 4 #1s. Go, girl. You know.
Did you know then that you were major? Really?
No. I didn't know then. I was kind of oblivious to it.
Yeah.
To really be honest with you, I was. I don't know. I think because I was more concerned with just keeping my head together about the whole thing. You know, I knew what was going on around me, but I never focused in on it. I never did.
Yeah. You say you're busy trying to keep your head together. You were what, 20 at the time?
Yeah.
I would assume that it must have been the influence of your mother that had your head focused on your head.
I mean, if I
You know,
didn't have my head
old.
together, she would have my head. She would have my head. You know, my mom is a good influence on things of that nature, keeping your head together. You know, because she always bring you back down and say, "Wait a minute." Yeah, she's good about things like that. But you know, there was a lot of stuff going on then.
Do you think it also helped to keep your feet on the ground, the fact that you had been around the business for so long?
Yes.
That you knew Aretha Franklin growing up? I mean, that you know, you'd seen so much success.
Not only being around and knowing all these famous people, but it was knowing the business, you know, and not being ignorant to it, you know. So when I walked into the business, I knew, you know, what the deal was, you know. I knew exactly how it functioned and how it's supposed to go. And I have two parents that, you know, have been in the business for over 30-some-odd years, you know, so it always gives you a little edge to know.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you came in without some of the fears that a lot of new artists do.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Because they come in and they really don't know the business.
Right.
And a lot of them are had by the business as a result of that.
Right, exactly. And that's what I tell young people, know the business. So nobody can know it for you and tell it, you know, to you. Get to know it for yourself. So when it comes down to dollars and cents and what the business is, you know, about and everything, you'll know, you know. You have it in your mind, you know. It's all right, you got lawyers and everybody, you know, everybody like that, but for you to know it is the most important.
Yeah. How important has Clive Davis been in the career of Whitney Houston?
Clive has been very instrumental because Clive is known for what he has been known for throughout his career. Clive picks great songs for the right artist, you know. Clive knows rare talent, you know. He knows rare talent, and when he does, he focuses in on it, and he knows exactly, you know, where to go with it. You know, he'll say, this song is right for you, you know. You know, and you listen to it, and, you know, most of what Clive has given me, we have both loved, you know, together. You know, when he plays me songs like, oh yeah, you know, like Saving All My Love for You, I was like, yeah, I like that. You know, I can sing that. I can really do with it what I think needs to be done, you know. He knows that. You know, Clive is good. He's got great ears. He's got great ears.
Is he the person that has directed your career more than any other?
Clive has been, like I said, instrumental in matching me with, say, a Michael Masser. He'll say, Whitney, he knows my talent. He knows my range of talent. So he'll say to me, there's somebody I'd like for you to meet, you know, someone that I think is a great songwriter. He's written this song or that song, you know, or just like the How Will I Know duo, George and what's the other one, Shannon? Yeah, they were unknown. Nobody knew who they were. You know, somebody heard them demo of theirs, and they presented it to Clive, and he said, yeah, Whitney would be great for this. You know, it's that kind of thing, you know. He has guided my record career, you know, but as far as my career, that's my thing. Yeah. Because like I told you, I grew up, I'm a showbiz kid, you know. I've been around it, in it, on top of it, underneath it, you know. I've seen all aspects of the business.
Since you were a baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We want to do the video for the song that you mentioned a couple of minutes ago.
Saving All My Love for You.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one. This would be good.
Okay. Let's check that out. Saving All My Love, Whitney Houston. That was incredible. I will never forget that. That was at the Super Bowl this year.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
And my son called me. He was over at a friend's house.
Really?
He said, Dad, please tell me you saw that. I said, yeah, I saw it. He said, He said, can you believe that, Dad? I said, no, I'm sitting here crying. I said, I was blown away. I was sitting there in tears.
Yeah.
And my son doesn't get excited easily.
Right.
Not unless it's Cool Mo D or something.
The one that walks around with a baby bottle?
Yeah.
You don't get excited.
Now I got to let him in on that, right? The baby bottle kind of.
You should never told that story.
Well, My son is taking a walking around with a baby bottle dangling from his mouth.
But tell him
It's
how
the cool thing
big
to do.
he is with that baby bottle.
Yeah, it looks kind of funny when you're 6'4", 275 pounds, with size
That's
15
the
shoe to
funny-
have a baby bottle
That's
dangling
funny
from your lips.
Right.
It's like, what's next, boy? What do you want to do now? Like, who decided that was cool?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav, is that who did it?
Yeah.
I owe you one, Flav.
Right. That's right.
I'm telling you, it's just so funny, though.
Yeah.
I guess, I say, if nothing else, I know that in years to come, he will have this one thing to look back in his life and laugh. Because he's not going to
And you
believe
will
he
be
did
there
this.
to remind him.
Oh, yeah, I will
Remember
remind him.
when you was walking around with that baby bottle in your mouth?
Oh, his sister won't even go out with him. She's like, no.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't go either.
But back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You were crying.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was intense.
you just what was it that made you lose it like that?
You know what? To be really honest with you, I'm going to the Super Bowl to sing the national anthem, and that's all I dealt with up until the very moment I stepped on the podium and I looked out amongst the people, and their faces. You know, I saw, parents of young men and women who were over there in the Gulf, and it just tripped me out. It just really, it made me say, okay, this is for them. This is going to be theirs. Because I really had no idea, and it was fear, it was hope. That people were crying. People were praying. It was really, really a very, very special and intense moment for everybody.
Right.
I think everybody at that one moment felt what we were going through at that time. You really, if you never realized it before, you knew it then.
Right.
You knew it then.
I agree. I think it collectively.
Because I know I didn't. I really didn't. I really didn't know.
You were just singing the national anthem.
I was just
that was
singing
it.
that,
And then
yeah.
it took on
Yeah.
during the course of singing the
A whole
song.
new meaning, yeah. But that usually happens when you're performing and you're performing for people, and you look at them and you can see in their faces and their eyes, maybe what they're feeling, inside, people cry. It was really emotional.
So that brings a whole different energy from you then.
Yeah.
Now that song, with all the hits that you've had, that's probably the biggest thing that you've done in your career, isn't it?
Do you believe that?
Isn't that
Funny,
something?
isn't it? Yeah.
And Clive didn't discover that song.
No, he didn't. He didn't get that one.
He's been around a while, but he didn't find that one.
No.
What about the night you did the live broadcast? You did the show live, Welcoming Troops Back Home.
Oh, that
How
was
did that
fun.
compare to this particular moment?
That was different because it was the actual people who had served in Desert Storm, come back. And I'm telling you, they were hyped. They couldn't sit down. They couldn't stop screaming. I mean, people were crying again, That was a moment of relief, as opposed to, I went through the moment of being very intense, and to the moment of actual, it's over, It's actually, we can relax a little better now, You could see it in the young men and women. They were partying hard. They were having a good time, and that's what it was all about for them.
With all that has happened to you in your career, Whitney, I mean, you're large, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Boys in the hood. Girl.
But when you look back, I mean, this has to blow your mind to think that, 50 years from now, when they talk about that war, we will be looking at you singing the national anthem, or the concert welcoming. We'll be looking at footage of that.
Yeah.
Do you think about that sometimes? I mean, how much a part of history?
You know what, Donnie? I didn't think about it till you just said it. To be really honest with you, and the first thing I thought about was my children seeing it, my grandchildren seeing it. It'll be something that they'll have to look at 30 years, 40 years from now and say, that's my grandma. If I'm not here to tell it, they can have it.
Because it was, that was a very emotional moment for the country.
Yes.
It really was,
yes.
especially at the Super Bowl.
Yes, is what I'm saying. When I got up there, I looked out and I looked at people, and they were like, I'm telling you, the expressions in their faces. Some were, like I said, some were crying, some were like this, and some people were, had the names of their children, on flags and stuff. It was really something.
Well, thanks for a special moment.
You're welcome.
I never dreamt in my wildest dreams I'd be sitting at the beginning of a Super Bowl
Crying.
You're not supposed to cry at a football game. But you had me. You just took me out.
I felt
I'm
the
telling
same
you.
way, believe me.
Yeah,
It was really something.
We're going to take a look at another video. When this one first came out, there was a lot of talk about it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you heard it. People were so
Yeah.
excited about I'm Your Baby
They
Tonight.
were. I think people were surprised, too.
Yeah.
I'm Your Baby Tonight. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at it. Whitney Houston on Video Soul. Funky, ain't it?
Yeah.
We always think about Whitney with all the ballads, but you do some serious funky stuff too.
Yeah.
Very diverse.
Very.
Very.
The variation.
The song we're going to play next, Miracle, is a song written by Ellie and Babyface.
Yes, yes.
That you were very surprised.
Yes.
when they brought it to
I think
you.
everybody was, because when people ask me, who wrote that song? And I say, Ellie and Face. They go, no, they didn't write that song. I say, yeah, they did. You know, I think for two men, you know, you think about Miracle, you don't think about men actually thinking about something as delicate as, you know, Miracle. Or, you know, they wrote it from, you know, where they were talking about it from, which was a whole nother area which we're not going to talk about. But, yeah, Ellie and Face wrote this song, and I was surprised. I told them, I said, you guys didn't write this song. They said, yes, we did. I said, no, you didn't. Yes, we did. I said, well, I don't think I really want to do this. I didn't want to do Miracle. No, I didn't want to do it. Because it was too much to one particular subject. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who asks me always says, this is about abortion. I mean, you know, are you against it? Are you for it? You know, and I don't want to be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I mind my business, you know. You make that choice on your own. So I told my Face, I don't want to do that song because I don't want to be, you know, on any side, or I don't want to take any particular side. So I said, change the words a little bit. They said, well, no, we'll change the words a little bit and we'll come back at you, right? For months we went on with this song, for months. And it came back at me. I said, y'all didn't change nothing on this song. Right? I said, Whitney, you got to do this song. I said, why do I have to do this song? Because if you don't do it, nobody else can do it. Ellie said, well, if you don't do it, I'll wait till you have a baby so your baby can do the song. I was like, how do you know my child's going to sing? Well, we'll just have to take our chances. We went round and round and round and round until I finally said, I'll do it. I'll do this song. And we went in the studio. I'll never forget, we went in the studio. It was so, the mood was so serene. It was very special. I'll never forget it. And I walked in the booth, and I must have sang it down maybe twice. And here's L.A. He doesn't know I know this. I'm in the booth, and I'm singing. He's got his back turned to me like this going.
Was he crying?
Whitney, that was really... Wasn't he? He doesn't know I know that, though, but I do.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was a very special song, though. Very special. Miracle about a lot of things, about life, about the, you know, the planet we live on, you know, our children, anything that I think God gave us as a gift is a miracle.
That's introduction enough for me.
Yeah.
Let's just roll it. Miracle. Bad. Whitney with Stevie. We've been sitting here spending a lot of time talking about Stevie, as a matter of fact. This is the weirdest thing. I have told people this so many times, and it's so amazing that you experienced the same thing. But I saw Whitney perform at the Capitol Center here about 7 or 8 years ago. And I sat there.
Stevie.
Who did I? Huh?
You said me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw Stevie perform, and I sat there, and for the first time in my life, I understood the word genius.
Yeah.
Looking at this is the first time I understood the word, first time I ever saw it.
Yeah.
And I was just telling Whitney this story, and she said, I was there that night, and I experienced the same thing.
The same thing. I knew that I had witnessed what genius was really all about. And I had never before. I'd heard people call other people genius and stuff,
but
and I
it
was
never
like,
registered.
yeah, but it never clicked until I saw Stephen at the Capitol Center.
Same night.
The same night.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So now we are trying to reach everyone who was at the Capitol
That
Center.
night.
August 13th, 1984.
Would you please write in to videos?
Please write in. We want to know if this is the first time you saw Genius. I want to make this an official study.
Please.
This may be the first time Genius was here on this earth, and we don't want to miss it.
Deep. That's right. Deeper than we know.
I know. But it's something out there connecting it all, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, when you have an experience like that.
God does.
It's
Sure.
just fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're wonderful. I hate we're out of time. I wish this was
know.
a 4-hour show
I
today.
know. But I got to come back.
You will come back?
I will come back. Absolutely.
please do.
I enjoyed myself.
You are always
I
welcome.
enjoyed
I'm
myself.
telling you.
Thank you.
I'm telling
Thank you. I had fun.
I haven't had a chance to ask you about your mother or Dion or.
They're all great. Everybody's doing real good. They're doing really great.
Yeah, they must be very excited about what's happened for you so far in your career.
They're very proud.
Yeah, and you have more records to set.
Yeah. Which ones can I do now?
Oh, you can do a lot of them. Well, you can always go for Michael's Thriller record. That's $43.5 million.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you did almost that in 2 records, right?
Two. That wasn't bad.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm good with that, though. I mean, yeah. Michael's still trying to break his record.
I know.
He
I don't know
got
if that can
a
happen.
task.
Do you think that can happen? I mean, it's like you got to catch a serious wave for that to happen.
A big one.
A real big
one. Pepsi wave.
I'm telling you. Well, thank you again for coming in. I really appreciate it.
I had a good time.
Continued success.
Thank you, Donnie.
Whitney Houston, our guest today on Video Soul. That's it.
Bye.
God bless you all. We'll
Take
see
care.
you tomorrow. Peace.